Hello, good afternoon again. Good afternoon, Sir RJ. Good afternoon, Ma'am Grace, Sir Alex, and Sir Fred. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our deepening session this afternoon about social learning on the use of the platform Get a Professor. So this afternoon, together with me is the web developer of the platform Get a Professor, Sir RJ Las Bañas. Sir, welcome.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah, actually, there are a lot of participants on this deepening session. However, I think they're busy, so let's just have this um, quick demonstration on the use of a Get a Professor platform, right? So just add something, Sir RJ, if you wish to add, if there are some
Yes.
missing features or
Yes.
functions that I missed to discuss this afternoon, then please do add. Anyways, the session is recorded, and then other people who not able to join this afternoon can actually access the video after. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so yeah, I know that every one of you already had an account on have an account on the Get a Professor. So for you to log in to Get a Professor, Sir Fred, do you have an account already, right? Sir Alex, do you have an account
As of
already?
now,
Okay,
sir, wala pa, sir.
okay. Sir Alex also. So yeah, good thing that you don't have yet an account. At least at this moment, you can follow me on how to create an account. All right. Uh, So yeah, I want you to go to getaprofessor.com. And sige, I'll wait. Ma'am Grace, hello, Ma'am Grace, you're here. Di ay. Sige, I want you to show your video, Ma'am Grace, so that we can see each other. Yes. Ma'am Grace is from Siliman also. Yes. Thank you, Ma'am Grace. Okay. So again, you go to getaprofessor.com and okay. Once you're there, there are three ways or options on how to log in this platform. First is you may log in manually or through Facebook or your on the use of your email account. So then for you to log in, that will depends upon you to either use any of those things I've mentioned. In my case, I was actually using my Gmail. The info that I use is email. So I just click on continue with Google over here. And then after that, I'll click on my existing email. And then it will automatically successfully authenticated using my email. So I hope, Sir Fred, do you follow the steps? Okay, so yeah, we'll just wait for others to, create their account. Sir Alex, I hope you're done also. Yes, thank you, sir. Ma'am Grace, how about you, Ma'am Grace? Yes. So yeah, if you're new to Get a Professor, everything was, empty here. Just only some of the features will be available. So yeah. First is the thing that we need to do first is I will be teaching you or um, give a short tour or a quick tour in the Get a Professor platform. So in this platform, one of the salient feature, if I may say, is the search box over here. All right. So if I'll click on profile, sorry. Okay, if I'll click on profile, I can see here a search box where I can search anything. For example, cell, right? So you can actually do a research here in the Get a Professor by using the salient feature search box over there. And aside from the search box, we also have here yeah, that's the first thing. The next is if you don't have a profile picture on your account, then basically we can change that one. Okay. So to change that, just click on your profile and then edit. Okay. So once you're there, then you may edit the required profile information, like your name, your school, your high school, your city, your hometown, and everything. Right? And if you wish also to change your profile picture, then click on change profile photo, and then it only um, needs to have 50 by 50 pixels. Am I correct, sir? RJ? Yeah, in uploading our profile.
Yeah, yes, 50 by 50 pixels. And then for cover photos, 150 by 150 pixels.
Okay.
Uh, but if ever they would just log in using their Facebook or Google account and it already has a profile picture, automatically it would just use those
Change.
photos.
Yeah. So whatever is our profile picture in email, for example, that will be also the profile picture will appear on the Get a Professor. Right? So that's it. And if you wish to add another picture or change the picture, then you can also do it here. Okay. So yeah, that's the fields out there. You fill out the fields for your profile information. Okay. Next is the activity section here. If I'll click on the activity, this is basically, if you have Facebook, this is basically the news feed, right? The news feed. So you may actually check out your feed here. Okay, so these are the previews posts that I have created on my account or that I have posted in my account. So that activity is simply the news feed right here. Okay. And you can also check your friends out here. Okay. Aside from that, I think Sir RJ can add something about the activity and adding a friends in the Get a Professor.
Yes, sir. You can actually click the news feed. There's a news feed on top. And then in the news feed, you can actually filter like updates or
Okay.
any picture that was uploaded by, let's say, it could be a friend or someone you're following. So uh, when I created the platform, I based it on the social learning theory of Albert Bandura that we learn better with other people. So that is why I added add friend and follow, because when I was teaching my students, they really are interested with adding people or following people. So, and as educators, it's really important that they would follow us, diba? They would follow us. So that's why I integrated the following button that you can click add friend and follow. So it's both. You can add them as a friend, and then of course you can follow. So that simple action of clicking follow, that basically is a learning process that we want to follow our leaders, because basically educators are leaders. But we can also follow students, because in the social learning theory, it's not just the students learning from us, we also get to learn from them. So this platform that I developed, it's also a learning process for educators or mentors, that students can also share their own ideas, and I get to learn a lot also from them. I hope you also learned. I guess everyone learns from each other. That's basically the goal of the platform. Okay,
Okay.
Nazar.
So yes, sir. Thanks for that, sir RJ. I get that this platform is anchored by Albert Bandura's social learning theory, where learners learn better with friends or with people. Right. So aside from that, we have here features such as comment, favorite, delete, edit, and share. So same as in Facebook, we can do comment, we can delete, we can edit or share something, right? So um, that's one thing why I am really amazed to this platform. We're able to comment each other, especially in my class. I was able to use this, and then if I post something, then as part of interaction, my students can of course comment to the particular um, post or attachment that I have posted, so they can interact with each other, they can reply, they can comment each other. Right. So yeah, that's the function of comment, delete, edit, share, and favorite. So aside from that, over here we have notification. So for you to be notified, just click on notification here at the upper right corner of your screen. So as you can see, you can set it to newest or oldest, and then if you scroll down, you can see all of the notification out here. So from the latest notification and then from the previous one. So yeah, we have the same thing in, Facebook or other platform that we had this feature notification for us to be notified also. Okay. And then I also believe we have here Think Talk. Think Talk is a private messaging system in a Get a Professor. I used to have this, right? For example, yeah, if I message someone who is also a user of a Get a Professor platform, then we're able to use this through messaging each other, communicating each other, right? If I click on new thread over here, then I'll just look for the person who will be receiving my message. Like for example, I will be sending this message to Lisa, and then subject is a ICT concern, for example. I have a question about our lesson one. Okay, so I have a question about lesson one. Um, that's my message to my teacher, for example. Then just click on send message, and then Lisa will be receiving that message. Same as on the other platform that we usually have. We can actually message each other. In the Get a Professor, we used to labeled as a think talk for as a private messaging system. If I may ask also, sir, is there are we going to create a group chat here? Are we allowed to create a group chat, Sir
Yes,
RJ?
we can
Or
create a group chat, but in the pages or groups. So
okay,
when you create your page or class, that's where you can create your group chat. In ThinkTalk, that's,
yeah, yeah,
I think it's one-on-one lang.
personal,
But you
yeah,
can do group chat in the pages or
pages
groups.
or group. Yes.
Okay, group
Thank you for that,
messaging.
sir. Yeah, it has been said that it's for the Think Talk. It's actually a personal message to the specific person whom you will be sending your message. Right. So that's for Think Talk. Aside from that, we also have if I'll go back to my profile. I also have here trending, right? Trending. So at the lower right corner of the platform, trending will be based on the popularity because of, I think they have a lot of friends, and then that's one of the consideration why they are trending, right? For example, in this group, they are part of yep, the first on the list who is, on trend because they have 156 members, right? So that's how we're going to, have the trending in this platform. Am I correct, sir? This is basically based on popularity,
Yeah, yes. It's
and
based on the number of members that you have.
number of members
Okay,
to the
I actually
specific
added
group.
a new feature on top, so that's why it's
Exactly.
down. There's a new feature that I added that we maybe we can talk about that later. So the
Okay.
trending
Thank you, sir.
is just you can check the popularity, how many members you have in the group. So it's actually like if you have an organization, like students, usually they want to have an organization. I ask them to create a group because I have an activity. So usually, if it was a traditional class, I would just ask them to choose your own members. So they can do that in Get a Professor. They can choose their own members and then create a group. And then I would ask them to say do have an there's a particular advocacy about say vaccination. So they're going
Mm,
to create a group and then basically make a trend in Get a Professor. And also
okay.
it's integrated with other platforms. So that's mainly the reason for students to collaborate and to work on a particular group project.
I see. Yes, thanks for that, Sir RJ. Aside from that, I
Okay.
think we also have here, we can also see who are the active user of the platform if you click on active, right? So as on the newest, right? If you click on that, it will be available there whom the newest created group, right? Yeah, will be available there. So aside from the trending over here, we also have influencers, right? So yeah, I think every one of us are influencers on social media, right? I think Sir RJ can something add on about this feature in the platform.
Actually, before it was not influencer. The label there was different, but I actually was interested with really the word influencer. That educators or mentors are really influencers, and we want to influence our
Mm,
students or our learners to be better individuals. So that's why I added that. And whether you are an educator or as a student, you are an influencer. So the purpose there is that we want to influence people to be better citizens, or we want them to learn something about a particular advocacy that is really close to our heart. Let's say COVID-19 vaccination. So you want to influence more people to get vaccinated. So again, this is open to all fields. As long as you're an educator and then you want to influence people about your advocacy, that's why we added that. You have popularity there and active and the newest influencers. So everyone is basically an influencer in in our platform.
okay. Thank you, Sir
Okay.
Sir RJ, for elaborating that one for us. So
Thank
then
you.
next is, aside from the influencers out there, yeah, we have another feature here, which is a community where you can see all the members who are using the platform, right? So as you can see, there are mga 13,228 active users or member of a Get a Professor platform. Okay, and here you can actually, oh, Mom Grace, I already seen her in the platform. She was actually created one here. Thanks, Ma'am Grace. Um, you can actually do, add friend here or send a request. There you go. And then it will be sent successfully. So those are the community out here are you can actually see all the members who are using the platform. So yeah, here. You can add them, you can follow them. Of course, if you wish to block them, then you can. Right? Actually, there are new user of the platform as I can see here. Right? There you go. Okay, that's under community. And aside from that, the very main thing that I really need to cover up this afternoon is on the creation of page or a group, right? So if you wish to create a group or page, then click on, by the way, these are the groups out here that was being created, yeah, using the platform. So in our case, let's create a group. So for us to create a group, then click on create a group. So basically, if you have with you your, for example, class, then if it's really needed to create a group, then it's good to have a get a professor and then just create a group for the class, right? So yeah, for you to create a group, for example, this group is for my research class. Research class, section A. Okay, so after indicating your group name, then please have a group description. Like for example, this is a sample na lang. This is a sample page. And then click on create group and continue. Once you're done, in the settings part, you can actually set or choose any options here. You may wish to have it publicly or private or hidden, then you can do that. In my case, I wish to use this one for public. So it has stated here that any site member can join this group. This group will be listed in the groups directory and in search results. So the one that I have shown you a while ago, group content and activity will also be visible to any site member because we set this one into public group. And if you wish to have it to as a private group, then only users who request membership and are accepted can join the group. And this group will be listed in the groups directory and search results. Same thing. And then group content and activity will only be visible to the members of the group. Why? Because it is private. And then next, and if you wish to make it a hidden group, then you can also do that. But only users who are invited can join the group. So that's the case there. So if it's good for a research class, then it's better to have and to set this one into a public group so that the students can also access and view the attachment you post in the group or page that you have created. Okay, for the group invitation, which members of this group are allowed to invite others? Okay, all group members. That will depend upon you whether all group members or just the group admins or the admin only, right? And then group messages, we have here enabled or disabled. So if you wish to communicate, if you wish to let the user or the members of the group communicate each other, then click on enabled for them to communicate. So that's the thing there. So once you're done, click on next step, and then click on enable group chat. So this is the one that I was asking a while ago, if there is a group chat in Think Talk. So Sir RJ was telling us about on pages and groups, once we are about to create it, then we encounter this one, just enable our group chat for us to communicate each other. Correct, Sir RJ?
Yes, you can have a
Yeah.
group chat in your page or group,
Okay.
just like in
Just click
Messenger.
on enable group chat. Okay. Thanks for that, sir. Once you're done enabling the group chat there, you can see um docs, right? So it is actually like in Google Drive. It is a powerful tool for collaboration, right? So this is actually beneficial for collaboration, right? And any option minimum role associate docs with this group. You can set it to group admin, group moderator, or group member. So in my case, I will be setting it to the group member. All right. So yeah, I think Sir RJ can also add something about docs over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So Docs is actually similar to Google Docs, but if you have your private group or public group and you want to share documents, so we can host that. The platform can host documents, and then let's say especially research. I actually do this in my research class. So I have a private group for my research, and then when we edit, we can submit they can submit it could be a PDF file or a Word document, and then they can just upload the it as an attachment. So they can upload it as an attachment, and then we can collaborate. We can basically like an editor that we can change the files. Or let's say for my notes, if I have notes that I would like to share to my students, I would just upload it. And then if ever the students would also have the revisions, they can upload it, and then I can also see it. So it's a cross between Google Docs and a wiki editor. So it's really helpful for notes, sharing notes for students, or even PowerPoint presentations. You can actually upload it, or any type of file that you would like to upload in your private class or a public, if it's a public page. I think that's all,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, sir. It's good, actually good for collaboration. Thanks, sir. Aside from that, we have here uploading our profile photo for the group. So yeah, in my case, I haven't prepared a picture to upload, but I tell you that you can actually upload a profile here. Same thing, I think we have 50 by 50 pixels for you to upload your profile, right? So we'll just get back on that later. And then for media, just like in the album creation, right? There is a question here, who can create albums in this group? So that will depends upon you whether to choose all group members can create an album, or group admins and modes only, or group admin only can create an album. So yeah, you can upload pictures in your album, video or audio. So in my case, I will be letting all group members to create an album. So I'll just click on that there. So again, reminder that you can actually upload picture, video, and audio to your album. Okay, for the cover image, I think we have the same size, sir, right? Required size for
150,
uploading.
150 by 150, sir.
Yeah, 150 by 150
50
for the
pixel.
cover
Okay.
image. Yes. So that's it. And then I'll click on next step here. Then invite. So you may actually invite your friends here to join your created group. So there are questions, sir, a while ago. I mean, in the forum post, if they can invite, even if it's they're not yet friends pa. Pwede ba?
If it's a private group, they cannot yet invite. So you can only invite your friends if it's a private group. So what I usually do, let's say if it's my first time to meet this, I have a class and it's my first time to meet them. We're not yet friends. It's like first year
Mhm.
students, for example. So they don't have a account or they just
Account.
created an account. So they have to add me first. So what I usually do is that I just set it to public. You can set it to public and then so that when it is public, anyone can join. And then you can
Exactly.
actually just edit. You can edit your group later to private or even hidden so that you don't have to manually add them first if you want to do it fast. So you can set it to public and then later you can edit a group. You can edit it from public to private or private to hidden. So you can edit it later.
Okay.
So if it's easier.
Perfect. Okay. It's good to know that, Sir RJ.
Okay.
In my case, I will invite Ma'am Oriel here. Okay, and then click on finish once you're done inviting. Okay, so there you go. So you can see there's no yet a profile picture because I haven't added one yet a while ago. So as a cover image. Well, anyways, you can edit it naman. So then what else? We have chat here where you can chat the members of the group, right? Or the members of the page. You can also see your members out here and send invites, right? What else I miss? Can also manage your group over here, right? And then settings. This is the one that Sir RJ mentioned a while ago that you can, manage it. You can set it again after if you wish to make your group as a private. And then if you wish to add another, profile picture, just click on photo again here. So that's the thing that I really need to emphasize on the creation of a page or a group. Okay, so same thing. We have here comment, favorite, delete, or share. What else? If we used to add or upload something here, we can actually do that also. I in our classroom, in the virtual classroom of this one here. Sorry, this one. I already indicated the features and functionalities, part one and part two for Get a Professor, where you can, view the further discussions on how to upload a file, on the use of the link or video URL and other stuffs over here.
If I
So
may answer.
just, yes, sir. Go,
Okay.
sir.
There are times that let's say if you upload and you click this photo, sometimes it would not work. That's why I added like Sir John, can you click the space? The space for status updates. There's a space on for writing on top, sir. The space for writing text. Yeah, that one. The white space. Okay, that yes. So if ever this that doesn't work, you can see below, sir. You see the icon with the symbol, musical symbol, and camera below. It's down. That one, because sometimes that's the feature that would really solve the problem. Because sometimes this the one on top, if you would be uploading a picture, sometimes it would not work. There are some let's say some devices it would not work. This would solve the problem. This one, you can if you click that one, you can upload a picture or a video directly. So you can actually upload a video directly without using YouTube servers or anything. So for an audio clip, so if you have an audio, so you can just use that one. If ever the ones on top would not work, so the one below, that definitely would work. Okay, because there are some devices we're still trying to uh, hopefully make it better. But that one would solve your problem, the button below.
Okay, for it to be made available, sir, just click on here and so that it will Yeah, the icon will be available, right? Sakto?
Yes, and then you can upload your
Okay.
video or picture.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir Fred, do you have an account already so that we can add you?
Yes, sir. I already request.
Okay. Sige, Sir Fred is actually having his account in Get a Professor just now. So let's try to add him in the page that we are, you know, created a while ago. Can we add here automatically, Sir RJ, in the page? Yeah, I can't hear you, sir. I think you
Sorry.
unmute.
It's a
Yes, sir.
public group, sir, right? So I can see it's a public group. So
Ah,
Sir
yeah, it
Fred Lee can
can join.
automatically just
Join.
request. I can just search for it in the pages or groups, and then let's say I would join. Let's say I'm also joining right now. So I'm
Okay.
automatically a member once I click join, and we
Ah,
can
okay. Since it's
actually
a
chat with
public
each
group,
other.
right? Mm-mm.
Yes,
So I can see that one in the notification area, right, sir?
yes.
The okay. So in the notification area here, there is a message from Sir Fred. Yeah, add good thing. So it's from Tanhai. So add good thing. So I'll reject it or accept it. Joke. It's yeah, it's accept it so that he will be already part of the groups that I have created. We'll see it. Research class A, members, and then there you go. Sir Alex also, thank you, sir, for creating an account. Yeah, you're part of the group that I have created a while ago. So yeah, it's good to have you here in the platform as the user. Okay, at this moment, I think Sir RJ can add more or tell us more something about the Get a Professor. Those are just only my some, experiences while I explore this one. Go ahead, Sir RJ.
Okay. So I actually added a few. There is a new feature a few days ago. You can see there the right side, uh, the, the review. You can see some stars. I know students like stars. They would like to collect those stars. So like I have a project with them. Let's say I'm asking you to do an activity, create your own group, and have this advocacy about COVID-19 vaccination. So they were creating their own little groups or their own public page, and then you can actually rate. So you can now rate public groups or pages, private groups as well, and hidden. Of course, we cannot create hidden groups. So those stars there, if you click on that, let's say wiki community, if or even our or even the one that we created a while ago, research class. So if you click on research class A, you can add a review. So you can now add a review, and there is the criteria there of friendliness, service, value, people, and let's say influence level if your group is highly influential. And then you can also write your own experiences about that group, or how that group is helpful to you or to other people. So that's a new feature that I've added because I think people are into, let's say, collecting stars and getting reviews, uh, and we want to get good reviews. So those organizations that I've asked them to do, I want them to get good reviews, good feedback, because feedback is very important, right? Feedback is how we improve ourselves or our services. So that is why. I added this new feature, the rating. So you can now rate groups or organizations in Get a Professor, which is really helpful if we want to get feedback. It's important to get feedback, not just positive feedback. Negative feedback is also welcome because that's how we get to improve ourselves. So that's the reason why I added the feedback feature. And I think that's all. You can, of course, you can tag just like any other social media. You can tag students or anyone to a particular post or to a video. You can mention him, and just like what you usually do in a social media site. But we focused here in social learning and online collaboration. So that's basically the purpose of Get a Professor, and it's always grounded on an educational theory, which is Bandura's social learning theory. So you have already the basis for the software, and then we now have the application. So it's like research. You need to have your theory first, and then we have the application of that particular theory. So I am subscribing to Albert Bandura's social learning theory. Okay, sige. I think that's all.
Yes, thank you so much, Sir Alex. Sir RJ, thank you also. Here I think Sir Fredley has question in the forum. Can you please read the question, sir, that was being asked so that it will be answered to the web admin also. Is it okay to share the screen sa forum?
You may, sir.
Okay. Scroll down. Is that the only one question, Sir Fred, about the get up? I think I was already mentioned this one to Sir RJ, and however, just to be, the concerned person who were asking this can also um know that it was already answered here in the deepening session. Well, anyways, this is recorded. So the question, sir, actually is, what if students, like elementary students, does not have a social media account like Facebook, Instagram, because of their parents won't allow them? Is it safe to recommend Get a Professor app? Sir RJ, any tips on this?
Yes. One of the reasons why I developed Get a Professor was that I'm not really using, let's say, Instagram. I don't have an Instagram account or a Twitter account. I do have Facebook, but I rarely use it. I deactivate it most of the time. I like the Messenger app. That's what I have. So that's why I created a social media application that would really be just focused on the learning process. So this platform, you can still log in without using your Facebook account. You can just register manually, and then you still get to have those social media features, but we are focusing on the learning process, and of course online collaboration, say with other people or with other researchers. So definitely this is not as distracting as Facebook or Instagram. And because the reason why I created it is that I wanted to have a social media platform that will be focused more on learning and online collaboration for, let's say, also for educators to collaborate with each other. So I think that's all.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for that.
Okay.
I hope Christine was uh, answered. I mean, Sir RJ answered the Christine's idea. I mean, question on the Get a Professor concern. One last thing. This was being raised by our one of the participant. What is that, Kenneth? Is there a chance that we can filter? Is that the term, Sir Fred? Filter or track the user if they comment unnecessary things that are mga rude comments or not related to the specific post, and they try to comment. Can we track it, sir, or filter it
Uh,
or
for
filter?
now, we can only do manual tracking. What There's one way if ever, let's say there's someone I added a block. You can block someone. So if someone is, let's say, behaving rudely against another learner or against a teacher, you can actually block. Just like what we have in, let's say, Facebook, you can block. So if there is a rude behavior, you have we give you the power to block that particular individual. For comments or rude comments, right now we do it manually. We do manual. I think Facebook also, I think they have an army of employees tracking all those. So for now, we just do it manually. We don't have the software yet to just
Okay.
automate the tracking.
Okay. Thank you, Sir
Thank you.
RJ. Thank you so much.
Sige.
Ma'am Grace, do you have any other question before we end our session? Actually, Sir Alex was leaving because he's having his online classes of the moment. So then I think that's it. Sir RJ, thank you so much for joining with us this
Thank you.
afternoon. I'm great, Sir Fred. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope that everybody learns a lot for the the sharing this afternoon. And of course, we'll be able to use the platform now since we already registered it naman. Okay. Thank you so much for joining again. Stay safe and God bless.
Bye-bye.